Hello Pots Poppets, welcome back to the channel. If you are not in the Christmas spirit yet from all these Christmas videos I've been uploading, then hopefully something you can watch might get you in that Christmas spirit. So today we're going to look at some of the best Christmas films out there up to date in 2023. I'm excited. Christmas films is something that I absolutely love. There is something about Halloween and Christmas, both them holidays and films. I absolutely have to watch Halloween films at Halloween, not the gory, and Christmas films at Christmas, but I have some go-to Christmas films that I go to, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you do too, so let me know yours in the comments. Let's see if we've got similar, and let's see if there's any that we haven't seen yet that I find on my phone. Before we get started though guys, if this is the first time you're seeing this face, hello and welcome to my channel. If you love anything magical and fun, then this is the place for you. Join the magic and mayhem, hit subscribe because I told you to. Also a massive thank you to my channel members. You guys are awesome. Let's do this. Okay, so we are on tvguide.com and it says the best Christmas movies to watch in 2023. So number one here is The Holiday, and it is a go-to for me. In fact, I might have to watch this today. The Holiday really is festive. I absolutely love this film. It's sort of, I don't want to give away spoilers, so I don't know how to explain the film, but it's very magical and people come together and it's magical, alright? It's very Christmassy. The Holiday is a definite go-to. Absolutely love it. It's got comedy, it's got heartwarming moments, it's magical as in like the Christmas magic. It's a bit sad, but not as much sad as it is happy. But I do recommend The Holiday. The Polar Express is another go-to. Whether I'm sat with my kids or on my own, I will watch The Polar Express. I do not care. The Polar Express really gets you in the Christmas spirit. It is an ultimate Christmas film in my eyes. The Polar Express has to be watched every Christmas period. Okay? It is just, there's a lot of meaning there. There's a lot of meaning, and it's the gift of your family and your friends, and it's not all about presents. You know what I mean? I love The Polar Express. It really is such a festive, magical film. Okay, we've got one here, A Christmas Story. I don't think I've seen that. It doesn't tell you. Oh, hang on. A Christmas Story is one of culture's most inescapable movies, centering on a young boy who wants nothing more than to be gifted a BB gun. Do you own one of those leg lamps? If you don't, you probably know someone who does. I don't know what that means. Haven't seen A Christmas Story. Has anybody else? Do you recommend it? Should I watch it? Should I watch it this Christmas? Let me know. This one pops up a lot. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Haven't seen it. It looks obviously not a brand new film or anything like that. Probably one of the older ones that I've reeled off so far, maybe. But I definitely haven't seen that. So what does it say? Chevy Chase plays the patriarch who's determined to have a good holiday despite the presence of his wife's crazy cousin, his thankless job, and malfunctioning string lights. Okay, so it sounds like a comedy. I do love a good comedy. I love a good laugh. So maybe this is one that I will have to watch. If you've seen it, do you recommend it? Let me know in the comments, or just let all of us know in the comments, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's never seen it. You watch, everyone that's commented have said, I've seen that. I can't believe I haven't seen that. Home Alone, classic go-tos for me. Home Alone 1 and 2, not the others. Home Alone 1 and 2 are the go-tos for me. Now, if you don't know about Home Alone, I'm pretty sure you do, but for those of you that don't, it's about a boy. Home Alone 1, he gets left at home. His family, not on purpose, his family go away for Christmas and he gets left at home. He gets forgotten about, and it's just a nightmare to get back to him. And I'm going to leave it there because things happen and it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And then, yeah, Home Alone 2 is down there, lost in New York, so he's not forgotten. They get to the airport, but he goes on another plane thinking he's following his dad. And again, I'm not going to tell you any more than that, but I will say Home Alone 2 is my go-to. Home Alone 2 is the one that I go to the most. Love the first one, but if I think I want to watch a Home Alone, I always pick number 2 up. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's Christmas in New York for me. I don't know, but I do love the second one. I think there's a lot more going on in it as well. There's a lot going on in the first. It's amazing. I'm making it sound like the first one is rubbish. It's not. It's absolutely brilliant. But Home Alone 2 is a go-to. And Home Alone, yes, is 100% something you have to sit down and watch in the Christmas period. Okay, Elf. Now, I like Elf, but it's not a favourite of mine. But it is in the best Christmas films to watch in 2023. And I do know a lot of people that Elf is a go-to. It is funny. I do enjoy it, but Elf, I could miss watching it in the Christmas period, if that makes sense. It wouldn't bother me. I'd sooner watch Home Alone twice in a day than watch Home Alone than Elf, if that makes sense. Oh, that sounds awful. It's a good film, but it's not massively for me, but it is good. And if you haven't watched it, I recommend it. And then you will probably have different thoughts to me, and you might watch it about 50 times this Christmas. The Grinch. Now, I do love The Grinch. It is very magical, very Christmassy, and does have obviously this message about Christmas not just being about the presents. The Grinch is heartwarming. I love the aesthetic of Whoville. I think Whoville, the village, it's amazing. It kind of reminds me, we've got this amusement, it's like a kids amusement park, but it's very fun for adults, trust me, and it's called Sundown Adventureland. But when I was little, it was called Pet's Corner, so it's always been called Pet's Corner. I've never called it Sundown. But how everything is in there, that's what that looks like at Pet's Corner, Sundown, whatever you want to call it. It is just so nice. I love the aesthetic of the village itself. I love all the crazy outfits and hairstyles that the Who's wear. And then the Grinch is obviously, he lives on his own up the mountain. I don't say too much in case anyone hasn't watched it. I don't want any spoilers. But the Grinch it does have a special message, which I do like films like that. And it's very magical and very festive. What more can I say? It needs to be watched. Right, there is a massive thing about Die Hard, right? There are so many people that are like, Die Hard is a Christmas film. I've never seen Die Hard, so I don't know. I don't know. But can you settle this argument? Is Die Hard a Christmas film? Let me know in the comments. Do I need to watch it? Love Actually. I used to watch Love Actually every Christmas. Every Christmas I'd watch it, but I haven't watched Love Actually for a few years. I don't know if I overwatched it, I'm not sure. It is such a good film though, and I do recommend it. So it says, this rom-com about a bunch of interconnected love stories during the Christmas season is great because of how over the top it is. Every famous British person who's ever lived has a role in the madness, but the Bill Nye story is secretly the most moving one. It is a very good film, and I do recommend Love Actually. So this one I've not heard of, The Family Stone. I recognise that lady stood on the stairs. She's been on, I recognise him that stood with her actually. Have I seen this, The Family Stone? Sarah Jessica Parker as an uptight New York City business lady who goes to spend Christmas with her boyfriend's family. And then they're all really nice. And then they're all really nice and there is absolutely no conflict whatsoever. Just kidding. His family, including Diane Keaton as his mum, Rachel McAdams as his sister, and Luke Wilson as his brother, are pretty judgmental, so much that Sarah Jessica Parker asks her sister to come act as her backup. I won't reveal what happens from there, but the movie is a ticking time bomb of weird family dynamics, all set against the backdrop of the holidays. Sounds like a comedy. Sounds like my sort of film. I might have to give The Family Stone a watch. Have you seen The Family Stone? Let me know in the comments. Is it worth watching? I'll watch it anyway, but because it does sound like my sort of thing. I don't know if I've seen it. I don't think I have. And I've seen that many Christmas films, it's confusing me now. A Charlie Brown Christmas. Never watched that. A Charlie Brown Christmas is great because it's about being depressed about commercialism during the most wonderful time of the year. There are so many reasons why this cartoon has been such a reliable classic for so many years, from the soundtrack to the dancing to Lina's sweet little speech about true meaning of Christmas. It just never gets old. True meaning of Christmas, guys. Not all about the gifts. Okay, White Christmas, I have seen it once, many years ago, and I can't remember what happens at all. Two sisters with a song and dance act become involved with two singers, both professionally and romantically, and the four set out to save an inn from going out of business. This is just a nice, wholesome musical if that's your thing. Musicals are not massively my thing, that's probably why I haven't watched it again. I can't remember what happened, I can't remember whether I really enjoyed it, but I know it is a go-to for a lot of people. It's one of them old films that's really stuck with people. White Christmas. The Muppet Christmas Carol. Yes, I've literally just been talking about the Muppet Christmas Carol. Now, my eldest was obsessed with the Muppets Christmas Carol. There was a certain song, and it's when Scrooge is in the street and all the Muppets are singing, and I can't remember the song, and I'm not even going to try and sing it because you have to pay to hear my voice. No, I'm joking. But I had to, when the song had finished, he'd go more or again or something like that, and I'd have to rewind it and play it again. But he used to call the Muppets Christmas Carol The Man, I think because of Scrooge. But that's what it was. I want to watch The Man. Okay, Declan. Okay. But the Muppet Christmas Carol is amazing. I do really, really love it. And I do like the Muppets Christmas Carol where it's like animated and it's got Jim Carrey. The first time I watched it, I was like, this is actually quite dark. Like, it's quite a dark one. But I do really love that one. The Christmas Carol is a definite go-to. They've done a few different like versions of it now. But in my eyes, they haven't ruined it. They haven't ruined it. But I think Muppet Christmas Carol wins hands down. I do really like that one. It's a Wonderful Life. Like White Christmas, It's a Wonderful Life is one of them films that is a go-to for people. I don't think I've watched this one. What did we say about Christmas movies about depressed people? I did just read it out, but I don't think I can. I don't think I could watch it. I've definitely not seen it. Have you seen It's a Wonderful Life? I don't think it's very friendly to talk about on YouTube. It does sound quite depressing, and I don't think it's one that would get me in the Christmas spirit. It would depress me very much. Okay, the Santa Claus, I've been waiting for this one. Now, you've got the Santa Claus, the old movie Santa Claus. That is really good, don't get me wrong. But when people say, have you watched Santa Claus this Christmas yet? I automatically think of this one with Tim Allen. These Santa Claus films, 1, 2 and 3, I can't pick a favourite between them. They are all brilliant in their own little ways. The first one is one of the best ones anyway, because it's where it all starts. When he becomes Santa, everything. It is absolutely amazing, but they really are so Christmassy, and I love the stories. I love the story with this. It's just, I don't know if that made any sense, but it's so good, and it ties with Home Alone for me. My go-to films at Christmas, if I just want to just whip a Christmas film on without thinking about it, it's either Home Alone or The Santa Claus. Honestly, top films for me. Okay, I've just moved over to a website called NetMums because that one we'd finished with, and I'm not finished yet. Now, Candy Cane Lane with Eddie Murphy. I don't know how old, is this a new film? Is it an old film? You can watch it on Amazon Prime from the 1st of December. I'm really not sure. I have not seen it anyway, whether it's new, old, whatever. But last night, it came up, and I was like, in an advert or something, or I can't remember. It just came up. We were watching I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and it came up as like a mention on the telly, I think it was, or Matt's phone, I can't remember. It just happened, alright. And I was like, I love Eddie Murphy and Candy Cane Lane. It just really took me. So it says here, brand new for this year. It's new. Candy Cane Lane is a family-friendly comedy we can't wait to watch. It stars Eddie Murphy as Chris Carver, who makes a pact with an unbeknown to him evil elf to help him win the best decorated house competition, unaware of the chaos this will bring to his town. Yes, that sounds like me. I love Eddie Murphy, so it's going to be funny. It's got Eddie Murphy in it. So yeah, Candy Cane Lane is something that I would like to try and watch this year. Okay, so here's the Christmas Carol I was talking about. So with a star-studded cast including Jim Carrey, Colin Firth and Gary Oldman voicing the characters, this animated version of the Christmas classic is another fab way of introducing the story to kids, and the perfect follow-on if they have already enjoyed the Muppets Christmas Carol. I do highly recommend this. I did think it was quite dark, like I said, the first time I watched it, but it is so good. It's very well done. I really do like this version of Christmas Carol. Okay, you've got the Christmas Chronicles. Now, there is a 1 and a 2. I don't know if there's a number 3. These aren't go-tos for me. They're good, but they're not go-tos for me. I think because my heart's always set on Home Alone and the Santa Claus. I don't know. But yeah, the Christmas Chronicles, I can remember watching the first one for the first time, and I just remember thinking how depressing it was. Like, it's at the beginning, but it goes on quite a while through the beginning. It's quite depressing. I like it magical from the start, okay? And it just depressed me, and it kind of put me off for the rest of the film. I don't know. They're good, but they're not 100% a go-to for me. Why was this not on the other one? The Snowman, hello? The Snowman. Is it even Christmas if you haven't watched The Snowman? It's constantly rated one of the best festive flicks of all time, and it's just the most perfect film ever for Christmas Eve. Watch on Channel 4 on Christmas Eve. There you go, guys. The Snowman must be watched. It is really good. Frozen, yes. Oh my days. I love 1 and 2. Both Frozens. Absolutely love them. It says here it's not strictly speaking a Christmas film, but there's plenty of snow and that's all the kids will be interested in, exactly, or adults. I'm pretty mad Harry Potter's not on there. It's made me a bit cross that. I've been on 2 different websites and Harry Potter's not on either of them. Harry Potter is something you can watch all year round, but it comes out especially around Halloween and Christmas. I mean, they show the Harry Potter films on telly around Christmas anyway. They're Christmassy. I mean, they are. Christmas happens in every single one of them. They're Christmassy. That's magic, and Christmas is full of magic. Anyway, guys, I am done. I think we've covered it. Is there any Christmas films that haven't been said? I'm trying to think off the top of my head now. The Nutcracker. How is that not on there? Now, I have the old Nutcracker that I used to watch when I was little, that's a cartoon, and then there is another Nutcracker. It's really good. I love the Nutcracker. Why is that not on the list either? But yeah, I can't think off the top of my head, because they have covered my go-tos, which is awesome. Apart from Harry Potter and the Nutcracker, because I do go for the Nutcracker. But yeah, let me know any Christmas films that you recommend me to watch this Christmas period, because I'd absolutely love to know, and I'd love to watch something new. Candy Cane Lane, have you seen that yet? Let me know in the comments. I definitely am going to watch this. I'm going to go find it and watch it. Not now, I'm busy, but you know what I mean. Thank you so much for joining me though tonight, guys. You know I love your company. It is getting closer to Christmas. Are you ready? I am nearly ready and it's just exciting. But I'm going to go because I'm like getting way too excited now. I will speak to you all in my next video. Bye, Potter Poppets.